September. We begin a new month. Joy, joy, joy. Well, just another day. You know, I read a couple of tweets yesterday. I'm not on Twitter very much anymore either, but I read a couple yesterday and found it to be both insightful and personal. And the guy said something to the extent that he thinks he's going to see, or we as the American church, or the churches in America, are going to see a mass exodus of pastors or a reshuffling of places of service after this whole COVID thing. And I've been saying that for a while now. Just a couple of days ago in one of the journals, I was talking about the heightened pessimism, and so many guys feel like their ministry is failing, and they just can't keep going where they are. And quite honestly, being a pastor right now is no fun. No matter what you do, you're wrong. And it's very similar to being in any type of leadership. Whatever you decide, you're wrong. Somebody's going to be mad at you. And they're not just mad at you. They don't just disagree with you. You know, gone are the days where you can just disagree with somebody. Now you have to berate them, and you have to show them how stupid they are if they don't agree with you, and you hate them, and you can't even talk to them because they disagree with you on this issue. Just disheartening. And I think that's why it's so personal for me, is I know he's right. I know he's absolutely right. Guys will leave the ministry after this year, and that's heartbreaking. It's tough. Pray for those in the pastorate. I did 3 miles this morning, and now I'm down here at the church getting my stuff ready to do my studying for today. I'll study for a few hours, and then we have Pop and Dee Dee this afternoon, and that's pretty much what we have lined up for today. So, yeah, thinking about that tweet from yesterday, there's several books that have been written about pastors who are ready to give up. I mean, it really is difficult. I remember when I went to Bible college for the first time, and we're in a room of 20 or 30 guys, and the professor said, in 10 or 15 years, most of you will not be in ministry anymore. And that's just a sad statistic. And there are people a lot smarter than me who have written about why and talking about different issues, all that kind of stuff. I just want to say that I'm heartbroken by that. And to be very honest and transparent, I think every pastor has to say that thought has crossed their mind if they've been in the ministry more than a few years. I've been pastoring here in Jordan now for almost 15 years, and there have been several times when I've thought about just walking away. You know, when you read the Bible, prophets and pastors and people who were there, they didn't have the options that we have in America. You can walk away from most church jobs and take a average job and make just as much money and not have half the heartache and the stress. But it's a calling, and like Jeremiah said in his book, if he tries to shut it up, it's like fire in his bones. He just can't. And I think that is some real truth that we have to deal with and discover. So I think to some extent his tweet is going to lean more towards people who relocate. Maybe they feel like they're done in one area and they need a fresh start, a new start, something different to shake up what's going on. You know, if you make a decision during these times that really makes some people mad, your ministry might be done there. And that's just a hard truth and a hard reality. If that's you, I'm praying for you. I am. My heart is for small town pastors where they don't have the luxuries of some other things, and a lot rest on your shoulders, and that stress is increased right now. Tuesdays tend to be the day I like to listen to sermons. Always try to catch a chapel service if school is in session. But it's really good for pastors to listen to sermons. So this morning I've listened to 2 different sermons. Now I'm going to walk down and check the mail. Come back and do some reading for my interpersonal relationship skills class. But let's head down Main Street. It is go home time. Go home, see how things are going, and be ready for Pop and Dee Dee. I had a few minutes before Pop and Dee Dee time, so I decided to get started on this iPad screen. I don't work on these anymore, but I couldn't tell this person no. So the screen was completely demolished, so I've spent a few minutes trying to get the main part of it off. Now I have to clean all the glass off around it so that the new one can go on. That also means that I have to take this LCD up in order to get it on, because the connections are below it. Well, this afternoon's not gone as planned. Had some trouble with that iPad, which is why I don't work on them anymore. And then we did Pop and Dee Dee, which was good. And supper. Got ready to sit down to start working on this video, and I realized I forgot the charger for my computer. And with my computer, I have to use an adapter for all the hard drives. And without power, that does not work. So I had to come back to the church to get that. Okay. Back to the house so I can make this video. Today's journal. The thoughts from this morning are still on my mind. I'll probably talk a little bit more about that tomorrow. But I look forward to seeing you then. See you tomorrow.